The Sister Wife's Search, A Grey West Mystery, Book 2, by Anya Mora. Narrated by Subhadra Newton. I'm more than a single mom running from the cult that held me captive. I'm a woman carving out a life for myself. It's harder than I expected. After solving the murder of my best friend, I'm hoping my run-ins with the law are over. Then my 8-year-old daughter goes missing. Local detective and friend Boone is on the case, and the neighborhood is determined to help find my little girl alive. But the clock is ticking. And hope? It's running out. A kidnapped child is a mother's worst nightmare. I will search until she is found, even if it means confronting my past. My sister wives might have the clue I need, and I'm no longer scared of them. I'm a mother on a mission, and losing Ruthie isn't an option. Chapter 1. He's taller than I remembered. Taller than me now. Abel. My voice is a near whisper as I pull my son into a hug, breathing him in, scared that he will leave before I've got a chance to let him know just how sorry I am. A year ago, I left Garden Temple without telling him, my sister wives, or my husband where I was going. I didn't trust any of them enough to let me leave without a fight, so I took my daughters and fled. But that decision meant leaving behind my 15-year-old son, a young man who looks more like his father than I remembered. He's grown so much in the last year. Abel's eyes are rimmed in red, and I wonder how he even got here. A bus, probably, with stolen money. You've been coming here other times? I ask, thinking of the glass Coke bottle on the counter, seeing a shadowy figure running from the back steps. A few times, he says, nodding. But I kept second-guessing myself. Didn't know if Dad was right, if Garden Temple is the righteous way. I've been torn, Mom. He runs a hand through his light hair. Why did you make yourself known now? I ask, looking down the dark street. Olive and Ruthie are at Luna's house. I need to get them. The temperature is dropping, and it feels like the snow that was predicted might actually fall. I'm still reeling from the day I've had. Elle's confession to murder. Me lifting the plaque, slamming it down over her head, her body unconscious, her blood spilled on the tiled floor. The police coming, taking reports. Boone's eyes on mine. Can I call you? He'd asked. I told him no, that I would reach out when there was a good time. Now Abel is here, the past at my doorstep, and I am glad I told Boone no. The timing isn't right. I doubt it ever will be. I need your help, Mom, Abel repeats. Is it about Bethany? I ask, my voice soft, scared to say or do anything that might have him retreating once more. The last thing I want is to see my son running after he just came back to me. His shoulders fall and my heart falls too. Bethany was his childhood best friend. They loved one another in their own ways, and I know, too, that losing the girl he cared so deeply for to his father is a pill too bitter to swallow. You knew then that Dad's gonna marry her? Lydia told me, I confess. You've talked to her? He furrows his eyebrows. A few times. I was worried your dad was looking for me. Abel scoffs. He wasn't. He was too busy with Bethany. The ceremony is set for the end of the week. I press my fingers to my temples, trying to focus. Tired is the tip of the iceberg. I've been running on fumes all week. We'll figure this out, I promise, I tell him, having no idea how to make good on my word. I pull my son into my arms, holding him tight, not wanting to let go. He's here now, and I'll fight to keep it that way. An hour later, I'm trying to stay alert after a long day. Police reports, an ambulance, blood on the floor, piecing together the deaths of my friends. It has worn me out in ways I haven't begun to process. With a pizza box on the table, everyone digs in. Thankfully, Luna, the neighbor, didn't press me for details about anything. She seemed to sense I was too tired to talk, to explain. She will see it all on the news soon enough. Now, I sit at the kitchen table with Olive, Ruthie, and Abel, my 3 children, here with me. Olive can't stop touching Abel's arm. "I can't believe you're really here." Ruthie asks if this means she has to move into Olive's room so Abel can have hers. "I don't know, sweetie," I tell her honestly. I want to say more, but the truth is, I don't know Abel's intentions. Tears keep falling down my cheeks, and Abel doesn't understand why I'm so weepy. "It's not just seeing you that's making her cry." Olive, the brightest 12-year-old I know, explains to her big brother. "It's been a crazy few weeks. Her friend was murdered." Abel's eyes widen. "Seriously?" Ruthie picks the mushrooms off her pizza slice. "Yeah, he was a liar, Abel." At 8, she doesn't understand tact. "But so is Dad, so maybe all guys are?" She looks her older brother directly in the eyes. "Are you?" Olive snaps. "Ruthie, are you stupid?" Ruthie's face falls, and she turns to me with crocodile tears. The sisters might bicker and tease, but they never jump at one another like that. "Olive, apologize," I say softly. Olive groans. "Me? Why? She's the one asking dumb questions." "I'm not stupid," Ruthie pushes back. Olive rolls her eyes dramatically. "I didn't say you were. Just that question was, God." That word gets Abel's attention. "What's happened to you all? Speaking like this. And you didn't even say grace before dinner." Olive and Ruthie's eyes meet, and with that, at least, they found common ground. "We don't believe in things that they teach at Garden Temple anymore," Olive says. "It's why we left." "Didn't you leave because Mom tricked you?" Abel asks, trying to see where their alliances lie. "But we don't play manipulative games at this house like he's used to." "Dad wanted me to get married in like a year," Olive says, her back now straight, confident in her reasoning. "Which is bonkers. I'm in 7th grade." Abel runs a hand over his jaw, then rests his elbows on the table as if exhausted. "Yeah, that's why I'm here. Dad's taking a new wife." "Who?" Olive asks. In the past, my instinct would have been to rein this conversation in, to protect their father. But that was the old me. That was Grace, bound to Jeremiah, sister wife to Naomi and Lydia, believer in the prophet, daughter of God. Now I am Gray West, a single mom who is done with secrets, done living a life of lies. I won't stop my children from talking about the truth, even if it's painful, even if it means the people we used to be no longer exist. "Dad is marrying Bethany," Abel says, the room becoming so quiet, so still at the name. Everyone at the table knows that Abel and Bethany were 2 peas in a pod since they could walk, best friends until it was deemed inappropriate for a teen boy to be so close with a sister in Christ. Still, they found ways to stay close, and I never said a word about it to Jeremiah. But he is the prophet, so he knew, knows. He chose Bethany to be his next wife to send a message. His son has heard it, loud and clear.